Hi everyone, welcome to YourPedia. So today it's a great day for all of us because Dr. Rajneesh Arora finally is there on our platform of YourPedia. He's one of the renowned personality and chairman of National Committee Induction Program AICTE. Welcome sir on YourPedia.
Thank you, Shubha.
So how are you feeling today?
It's good that you have provided me this opportunity to talk to your audience. The kind of work which I am involved in, will go to the audience through your channel.
I hope our the students, they will find it a really amazing interaction because I have a list of questions jotted for you. So if you allow me, can I start with the questionnaire?
Yes, Shubha, you're welcome.
Okay. So incorporation of values in the curriculum of mainstream education has long been discussed but not has been implemented in an effective way so far. Now NEP 2020 expects even more. It expects education to develop students to their full human potential, contribute to an equitable and just society, and promote national development. The way being suggested is holistic and multidisciplinary education. Any comments on these observations?
Very nice. You have done good homework. This is the first line of National Education Policy.
Yeah.
When you see the first page, first paragraph, the first line is, yes, in society we always talk about values among youth, values in the next generation, values in society. People expect that it should come out of education, but somehow we could not implement it in an effective manner.
Right.
And this national education policy, they talk about, they're saying the holistic development of students. They talk about creating equitable and just society. They talk about promoting national development. This is the area where you need a kind of education so that the kind of graduates which society is expecting, they can come out of this higher education system. The major thing is about the teachers and the parents, because values are to be inculcated at the very elementary stage, and many people say that they are inculcated at the family level. They are inculcated at the primary or secondary level. We are working in higher education because we feel that we are dealing with future parents, future teachers and future policy makers.
Right.
So that's how the way which has been envisioned in national education policy also, that this can be done only through holistic education. Today we are mainly talking about the skills in education, whether they are technology skills or whether they are behavior skills, or even they just call about communication skills also in social sciences or other places. But skills must be guided by right values. Right values. If they are not guided by right values, the results do not come up. So this initiative of national education policy has been implemented by AICTE very effective manner, and I am very happy that the results are coming up very encouragingly. Okay. So these are the just initial comments about this.
So if we brief, like you're telling, this NEP follows a holistic development and all, right? So there might be a focus of more on value education in NEP 2020, right? So can you just brief about it?
Actually, holistic education is not that separately skill education and separately value education.
Yeah.
It is about the integrated way. There are three parts of it.
Right.
One is understanding of existential reality as it is, and then understanding of role of human being in this existential reality.
Okay.
So that the students, the younger generation, they can equip themselves with right understanding and right skills so that they can participate in society in an effective manner. So when you talk about that existential reality, then it cannot come through beliefs kind of thing. Earlier, whenever we talk about value education, so people would like to say about that this is something moral education. You should do this, you should not do this.
Yeah.
Do's and don'ts were used to be. It's not about do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
It is about your understanding regarding your surroundings.
Okay.
What's your role within yourself, within your family, within society, at your workplace. So that comes through your understanding of existential reality. So this holistic education is at the level of conscious, because you live in 4 dimensions: doing, thinking, feeling, and understanding.
Right.
So earlier we were just talking about doing, do this, don't do this, do this. This doing comes through thinking, and thinking comes through feelings, and feelings come through your. When you understand this whole existence
Right.
as in harmony, it's not chaos, it's not struggle,
Okay.
then your behavior, your feeling will be different as compared to when you understand everything as a chaos or struggle, and you have to dominate others and you have to compete with others. So then your values will be different. So in this particular course, which has been now taken as minor degree by AICTE, here understanding of existential reality as it is. And here we don't talk about you should believe this because it is written in Fala book.
Yeah.
You should do this because it has been said by Vivekanand or Hazrat Muhammad Sahab or some great person.
Right.
We say that as a teacher, this is my proposal to you, my dear students. I have understood this reality as it is, and I am sharing it with you. So you explore it within yourself.
Right.
Whether you agree to this proposal or not agree,
agree.
whether it is naturally acceptable to you or not. Because when it is naturally acceptable to you, then only you try to implement it in your own life.
Okay.
Then it is not discipline, it is not the thing about discipline, but it is about the self-discipline.
Right.
So here in this initiative of universal human values, it is not only the content of the course, but the way it is being delivered to the students,
Right.
that is also important.
I always have one this thought in my mind, like every community has got different values, right? So we cannot demarcate like what are the values and what are the right values, like you told, do's and don'ts. So can you just tell in the brief, like what is the need of values in today's world?
Actually, when we discuss in this course of universal human values,
Right.
the very first thing we talk about it, that these universal human values have 4 guidelines.
Okay.
Number 1 is, these are universal because they come out of this existential reality, the reality as it is. So it is applicable in India, in Asia, in Australia, in Africa, in America, in Europe, as it is.
Yes.
If it is not, then we cannot call it human value.
Okay.
So this is number 1 guideline, this is one condition. Whatever is local or regional, that may be our way of doing it, the expression of values.
Yeah.
As such, the values behind it, they are same everywhere. The expression can be different.
Yeah, there can be variation. That is what-
That variation is in terms of expression of values.
Yeah, expression of values, yeah.
If I am expressing respect to elders, I can bow down, I can say
namaste.
but the respect as value is same, it's a universal value, it's universal value.
Yeah.
So we cannot say that this is different from place to place. The second thing is, the values can be implemented only when they are rational in nature.
Yes.
When you can understand it, when you can discuss it with others, when you can discuss it with students, you are not saying that you should do this, you should accept this, because it is written there, because it has been said by him or by her. So it must be rational in nature.
Okay.
What do you feel that is it acceptable to you to be in relationship with others, or is it acceptable to you to be in opposition with others? Do you do you live in the feeling of opposition, or do you like to be live in the feeling of relationship?
Right.
So when you explore within yourself, you will accept that we all try to live in the feeling of relationship with each
Yeah,
other.
because I think values cannot be imposed on.
Values
They need to be pragmatic. Like we need to realize it out, and then it becomes work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's the first step is the understanding of values.
Yeah, understanding.
Understanding of values.
Yeah, that is must.
So understanding is possible only if they can be discussed, they can be understood. So the second guideline is they must be rational in nature.
Okay.
Then it is not rationality in theory that in book
Just written in
I'm saying
books
it's
and all
written in
that
the books and
yeah.
so the third guideline is it must be verifiable.
Yes. Yeah.
If I live as per values, then I get the desired results also. If I am in the feeling of relationship, if I am in the feeling of prosperity,
Right.
that I have the capacity, I have the capability to earn my resources, to fulfill my physical needs. So that physical prosperity, it should be verified also that
Right.
if I work, I get I can get the things done for my physical needs. And similar, if I am in the feeling of relationship, I feel that kind of happiness within myself.
Yes.
So I get the desired result. The third part is the verifiable.
Verifiable.
And fourth is, because this whole universe, when we see this universe, here we find the whole nature as interdependent each other. There is a coexistence.
Yeah,
There is a coexistence in the whole nature.
Yes.
So the man also, when I say man, woman also, they have to understand their participation in nature to coexist with the whole nature. The man to man relationship, man to nature, rest of the nature relationship. So that means at every aspect, it should lead to, these values must lead to harmony at levels. Harmony within yourself.
Yeah.
You should be able to resolve contradictions within yourself.
Yeah.
You should be resolve all kind of contradictions within family. The kind of talk people talk about generation gap and all those things, those must be resolved. And it must lead to harmony at the social level. It must lead to harmony with the nature also.
Yeah, inside and outside.
Inside and outside.
Yeah,
because today the kind of issues we are thinking
Facing,
of,
yeah.
climate change and global warming, all those, because of that contradictions with nature. So those also. So it must be all encompassing, leading to harmony. So these four guidelines are there. When we talk about these four guidelines, then the issue of that this is different from one place to other, that doesn't come.
That doesn't come. Yeah, that's a generic one. The basic things which you are telling
Basic
me.
things.
Yeah, four principles.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So, what is the need for a holistic, humane worldview?
Actually, when we see today's problems all around us,
Yeah.
at individual level, we find there are frustrations,
Yeah.
there are lack of confidence, there's a depression, there's aggression. We are finding large number of cases of suicides, etc.
there are lots
These are
of
the
mental
issues,
and all these issues.
the issues of at the individual level.
Yeah.
At the family level, I talked about generation gap, then relationships, husband-wife relationship, brother-sister relationships,
Everywhere.
parents, everywhere. We're finding large number of cases of divorce and family life
Lots
is
of problems occurring every day.
Similarly, at the social level, we're finding the contradictions, conflicts at the caste level, religion level.
Right.
Then at the workplace, employer-employee
Everywhere.
conflict
Every
is
workplace,
there.
yeah.
And then at the larger level, wars, terrorism, and all those things are there. And then relationship with nature. I talked
we are
about the global
disrupting the
warming.
nature right now, yeah.
We are finding these kind of disruptions.
Yeah.
The main reason which I feel as a teacher with my experience in this is because of lack of understanding in humane world vision.
Right.
How do we view this world? We are being taught in our nursery class that you have to win a race.
Yeah.
Slow and steady
Steady
wins the race.
Yeah.
Eh? We are being taught that you are to be at the position 1. Instead of that, if we say that you have to understand these issues, whatever is being taught, and everyone in the class can understand, everyone can go for excellence.
Yeah.
We are motivated, but we are being motivated to be at the number 1.
Yes,
So
yeah.
in the class of 30, only one person can be at the number 1.
Yes.
So that word vision is to be inculcated in some level of education, because it has to be started. So if it is started at the higher education, then we'll get good teachers and parents, so that the right kind of vision can come
this
up.
thing is quite true. Like even I realize it that we are always taught to be number 1. We're always taught to be competitive and all that. We are not taught at the very start that effort matters the most. right? Because efforts are actually the main thing, which a person does, give your best and give your 100%. But what we give in our, or you can say we teach to our kids also, that you need to be number one. You need to be in number 1, 2, 3. Even number 1 has a special position. So that is something taught from in the education system throughout. You are bringing a different approach, and that is something truly appreciable.
So it's because of that lack of vision about the reality.
Yeah.
Here we have resources in abundance.
Yes.
The vision which has been dominating in previous history, that resources are limited and our needs are unlimited.
Right.
But when we see actually in the nature, the resources which are required by the body can never be unlimited. We cannot eat unlimited things.
Right.
We cannot wear unlimited clothes. We cannot live in unlimited houses. We cannot use unlimited vehicles. We cannot use unlimited mobile phones. And on other hand, the nature has abundance. Today, you see, the production of wheat, people are saying, is 6 times as compared to which can be consumed by humanity. 1/3 of it be wasted. So this kind of realization about the reality is required first. Then comes up what is valuable for me. So values emanate from the vision about the reality.
I appreciate your such a lovely thoughts that I can listen whole day the beautiful thoughts you have.
Because my thoughts and your thoughts are matching with each other. That's why you're liking it.
No, but truly, I say that it comes with experience. I don't know, but yeah, you told me about the unlimited food. Like our generation is like go for everything in abundance. Like even if it is cars, vehicles, you cannot be satisfied with one. And you told like nature is something which gives us in abundance everything, and we really don't appreciate or we don't thank nature in return. That's true. Okay, so next is industries need skilled graduates in different fields, and these skills are already being imparted by the education system presently in colleges and universities. How are values helpful for graduates once they start serving in industries and organizations?
Thanks, Shubhya. It's a very nice question. I had been director placements at Guru Nanak Dev University.
Okay.
So my part of duty was to invite industry for campus placements and all those things. When students used to participate in interviews, when I used to see the results, so I was finding that the toppers of the class were very difficult to get jobs. And normally the people getting marks around 65% or so, it was easy for them to get jobs, and those above 90% were very hard to get jobs. So I used to ask the employers, the industry people, look, these are our toppers and you are not taking them. They said that we are not looking for those high technical skills or those kind of things. We are looking for all-round personalities.
Yes. Yeah.
We are looking for people with right attitude. We are looking for people with right kind of team behavior.
Right.
Those who can work in teams, those who can lead teams, those who are good in critical thinking, those who are good in strategic thinking. Unfortunately, the kind of skill education, the kind of technical skills we are providing, these things are not part of that thing. So I feel that if we start with this value education, if we start with the understanding of harmony and understanding of what is required in life, the requirement is not individual performers are not required by industry, or by organizations or by any employer. They are looking for team players. They are looking for team players. For team player, you need to have right attitude. So my feeling is, if value education becomes part and parcel of our education system, our employers, our industries and organizations will get right kind of employees, and the attrition rate will be lower. So the shifting of from one organization to other, it's disturbing the personal life of employees also, and it is disturbing the organization interests also. So all those things can be tackled, and we can have good, stable, going forward economy and excellence can come up with that.
So, sir, let me ask you that you got the interest in value education from the experiences like you saw in the university days, or something like pushed you something different? Like how you develop the interest that, yeah, I want to be in value education and I want to do something for this?
Actually, I think it's not particularly for me. It's all human beings, all of us in our younger age, we feel that we have an aspiration of happiness and prosperity in our mind.
Yeah,
all of us have that prosperity. And when I see my seniors, I find that I don't find them much happier people.
Okay.
Whatever they are doing, so they have some way, some frustrations or something. So I was looking for something like that. So after doing my BTech from IIT Delhi, I devoted 3 years, complete 3 years for social service.
Wow.
I worked in different areas of South Delhi, those poor colonies, teaching students and all.
During your graduation
I did my BTech from IIT Delhi, and immediately after that, 79 to 70.
That's nice.
Then 83 I got married. And we both, husband and wife, we decided to go to the tribal areas of Jharkhand. We lived in a village where there was no electricity. When there's no electricity, no TV, no fridge, nothing like that, there's no water supply also. So that means you have to take out water from well. And I had my kids there, and we lived very happy life there. We found that nature friendly life. And I used to work on application of science and technology for tribal people. So I worked on solar energy, wind energy, and all of that. Then, because of tragedy in my home, I had to come back to Guru Nanak Dev University. I got that opportunity to work as placement officer. Then I got opportunity in placement. But during interaction with the industry also, he was saying, sir, we are not getting the kind of graduates which we need in our industries. Then on one fine day in 2010, when I was board member of IIT Delhi, there I came to know that they have created a National Resource Center for Value Education and Engineering. So I had their presentation. So they had prepared this 3-credit course on universal human values. Professor R.R. God was there. And I was very happy. And I said, I'll implement it in my university immediately. He said, no, it is not just by a book you can implement it. You yourself must undergo that workshop. So I went to IIT Kanpur for 8-day workshop. I tried to understand the content of the course. It was in 5 modules. Understanding yourself, understanding your relationship with family, understanding your relationship with society, your relationship with nature, and then implementing it to produce nature-friendly technologies and people-friendly management systems. And then, and all these things through the process of self-exploration, not through the process of imposition. So it fascinated me. Then we started in Punjab Technical University. Before that, UP Technical University has already implemented. So now in 40 plus universities it is being implemented, and I am happy that our now Vice Chancellor of Punjab University, Professor Renu Vig, has also agreed to start this initiative in Punjab University, Chandigarh.
So I must say the seed in you that you want to do something for the youth and you want to do something in this field was particularly after the graduation only, or maybe before that, because that is very rare that after graduation you finally thought that, yeah, I can be in that place where there's no electricity, nothing like that. We cannot think right now. Even I say that I can be into that position, I cannot think right now, but you have to.
Shubhya, I think that seed is there in everybody's mind. It is only we don't look towards our own seed.
The way you say, understand within yourself. That is something that we need, that understanding. And right now the youth has lots of problems that we don't have the time to sit alone and think about, like you say, just think about yourself, the meditation, the concentration. That is quite missing.
And moreover, you need some kind of hand-holding also, because the environment around us is not conducive for that purpose. And the purpose of this Universal Human Values course also, that teachers and parents can provide that conducive environment so that the seed of happiness and prosperity can grow up in the minds, which is there in every child, which is
you're an inspiration, right? Truly, that you have done lots of things. Okay, so you have envisioned the ideal graduates equipped with universal human values to be produced by our education system. Can you tell us what kind of graduates should universities and college produce?
Actually, today we are producing graduates in different disciplines.
Right,
Discipline
yeah.
of law, medicine,
Law,
engineering, English language, or different commerce, etc. We have proposed that we must have some common graduate attributes in all the graduates of any discipline.
Right.
So one is holistic vision of life.
Yeah.
The second is socially responsible behavior. The third is ethical conduct.
Right.
Fourth is environmentally, you should be aware about your duties toward environment. And then fifth is regarding your awareness about your own health and hygiene.
Okay.
Unfortunately, even the doctors are indulging in that kind of drugs and all the things,
there's
smoking.
lots of-
So our awareness about our own health is, right. And then your participation in society, your participation, the serving the society, where you can become a contributory person.
Right.
So these 6 attributes we have proposed, which has been taken up by Ministry of Education, that all the courses, all the institutions must be evaluated on these attributes also.
Yeah, the 6 grains, you can say,
Yeah,
the 6
exactly.
grains. Okay.
Exactly.
So even if values are required, can they be taught in the classroom?
Yes, this is a very interesting question. People say that values cannot be taught, they are caught. It's true that generally children catch up values through their parents or the elders around them or from the teachers, whatever they are doing,
Right.
they try
We
to
see
imitate
and we
them.
do,
We see
yeah.
and
We
we
do.
kind of thing. But we have seen in our experience of specifically last 15 years in higher education,
Right.
that if as a teacher we can formulate these existential natures of law and we can discuss these values in a systematic way with the students as proposals,
Right.
not as beliefs and dogmas that you have to take it up, you have to do this, you have to know that. So then I think students are very receptive.
Right.
And students take interest in all such things, and that's the reason we started with one small class in one university, and now it is 10,000 colleges and 40 universities in the country. It has come up. So now I believe that values can be taught in the class, they can be discussed if we take them up in a rational manner.
Because there are many budding this associate professors, assistant professors on our platform
Yes.
also, like many
Yeah.
students who aspire to be teachers.
Right.
But we have a statement that is being taught to us that school, you can say home is the first place of learning. School comes as a second one, yeah, teachers come as a second
Yes.
one. But there comes a contradictory statement also. Nowadays, the parents say that whatever the teacher says to them, they agree to it, they don't listen to us. So that is a contradiction. If we put it at the elementary education, I guess it would be beneficial that the values are inculcated.
It's true, but then you must have right kind of teachers.
Yeah, way
and
of
right
teaching.
Students are looking towards teachers because they are not getting that from their parents.
Yeah, exactly.
That is the reason. The very first thing or the earliest opportunity is to look towards their parents.
Parents, right.
So we feel that this kind of effort in higher education institutions, we will be dealing with the future parents. All these students who will be coming out of Punjab University or other universities in next 10-15 years, they all will be parents in their life. So we would like to have that kind of equitable and just society, which is an vision of national education policy.
To have a beautiful and a bright future.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So at what stage of academic journey of individual should value education be provided?
As we discussed, as early as possible, at the age of 3 years or 4 years, but you need that kind of conducive environment. You need those elders, policy makers, teachers. So because we were in higher education, so we are doing it in higher
So early it starts, best it
best
is.
results.
Right, okay.
Yes.
So isn't it too late to include values education in higher education? Like now we are promoting it out. The students have already passed 12th or something like that. So don't you think that it will be a very late one, or?
This, it will be time consuming.
Yeah.
Those who are learning about these things, in order to practice them in their life,
Right, yeah.
they will have to take time. But because we don't have that number of teachers and parents for the early stage, that's why this is the right place to start with.
Because till you can say 18 or 15, they've already inculcated their habits. Their habits have been formed. So it's quite difficult to change them after a passage of time.
I agree with you, Shubhya. It's a difficult task. But when you understand the things which are related to your own day-to-day life, instead of living the whole life in frustration, if you find something interesting and if you find something really which is naturally acceptable to you, when it is naturally acceptable, then you try to devote those efforts for that purpose.
So I'm getting a muhavra, like it is an idiom. लौट के शाम को लौट के आए तो what is that? I am not
लौट के बुद्धू घर के
शाम को आए तो लेट नहीं होते. So I'm getting it out.
देर आए सवेरे.
देर आए दुरुस्त आए.
हाँ, देर आए दुरुस्त आए.
तो आपने लेट भी सीखा है तो that is good for you.
बिल्कुल.
Okay. So sir, you can say, so you have been suggesting something called universal human values, UHV. Can there be any universal human values, like some kind of examples or the impact which it has?
As I said, that these universal human values are based on the universal vision,
Right.
the vision of reality as it is,
Right.
as it is. When we explore within ourselves, we find harmony all around.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe you find conflicts at different levels, but at the end of the day, everybody will say that we are fighting with each other to have peace at the end. The end result is peace in our mind.
Right.
End result is happiness. So then it becomes that if we can understand, then it becomes valuable for us if we can understand that relationship with each other. Then only we can implement or practice that harmony. Then only it will lead to harmony.
Right.
If I am not related to you, if I am not related to this grass, then I will not be making efforts to be in harmony.
Yeah.
In harmony. So therefore, that reality is one. Reality is one. There is oneness. Reality is not different.
Yeah.
The perspective can be different. So if we can find a right perspective where we can see the whole reality, then the problem will be solved. So that's why we say that values are universal.
Universal values.
Expression can be different.
Expression can be different.
Expression.
Yeah. So how do you suggest UHV can be incorporated, like implemented in education today?
We have proposed that we should have in first semester or second semester a mandatory course,
Right.
a mandatory course where the basic existential reality, the laws of the nature, laws of harmony can be put forth to the students as proposals. They can explore within themselves and they can understand it as their natural acceptance.
Right.
Natural acceptance. And then those who are interested, they can be offered higher level courses as elective subjects.
Okay.
So in third semester, fourth semester, so AICTE, taking advantage of national education policy, in national education policy the students can have 2 degrees at a time. One major degree,
Yeah, another is a minor.
other is the minor
Minor
degree.
one, yeah.
So if you are doing electrical engineering or computer science engineering, which is a 160 credits degree,
Right.
so if you take another 20 credits in some specific discipline,
Okay.
so you will get a minor degree in that.
So that credits can be used to get a degree.
Minor degree.
Minor degree, okay.
So any graduate can have a minor degree in universal human values
Okay.
if they can have these 6 or 7 courses throughout their degree of 4 years. So
Okay.
now UGC is also taking it up for minor degree in other courses, whether language, arts, commerce, etc. So this is a new way of putting up universal human values in the education framework.
So sir, you talked about credits, right? So to clear out the students, like how many credits can be used to get a minor degree? Something is fixed?
In AICTE courses, it is 20 credits.
20 credits.
20 credits.
Okay.
20 credits. 1 credit is 1 contact hour. If you are having a lecture class of 1 hour per week,
right,
so that becomes 1 credit course. If it is a
Right.
3 hours, so it becomes a 3 credit course. So normally 1 course in 1 semester.
Okay.
They are saying that if it is offered, so then 8 to 10
Scores
semesters you can earn 20
2
credits.
per time also you can earn.
20 credits.
So that is an average
that's
one
an
you can
average
aspire
one.
on. So 1 minor and 1 major can go along, like side
exactly.
by side. Yeah.
So it will be very beneficial for them in their career.
Yeah, new initiative, like
New
something.
initiative,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So, don't you think that it will increase the burden on graduates, like who are already stained with academic curriculum? Like, suppose someone is going for a technical education, and side by side he has to learn this also. So obviously the balance will be.
Because I myself has done technical education and I have been in technical education, so I can tell you in technical education, we have so much extra time to pursue for our extracurricular activities.
Okay. Right.
To have a round-up personality, rounded personality. So if the student can understand the importance of this value education course, then it becomes easy for them to opt for these elective courses. It will not be imposed on them.
Yeah. So it's
Only
your
the
choice.
first semester. It's a choice. It's a choice. So I have seen in UP Technical University, a good number of students are opting for this minor degree option.
Okay.
And now AICTE is providing these courses on SWAYAM platform also.
So I must say, yeah.
So if in some university or in some college, the teachers are not available to teach those higher level courses, so students can do these online courses and get credits, and it will be added to their academic bank of credits, and they can earn a minor degree on that basis.
So, sir, is it possible, like, just an asking thought, that we go for an offline course, right? And side by side we enroll on SWAYAM and we get like training from there also. So
Yes.
there we will be like online minor degree and the major. Is it possible?
So it depends upon the actual rules of that particular university.
Organization. Okay.
The university. Because AICTE and UGC are recommendatory bodies.
Yeah.
So they have provided these facilities, but it is as per the Academic Council of Punjab University or Guru Nanak Dev University or Lucknow University,
Yes.
that how much freedom they give to the students for earning these minor degrees.
Okay.
So I am happy that here Punjab University Vice Chancellor has agreed to start this minor degree option for students.
So awareness is needed right now,
awareness is
because we
needed.
are not aware.
And moreover, it's new for the teachers also.
Yeah,
It's for
obviously.
the policy makers also. They are also adopting to the new
So it
opportunity.
will take approximately, you can say, how many years will it take to?
I think the students who will take admission in Punjab University this year,
Yeah.
they will get this opportunity to have minor degree in universal.
So they can
value.
start it from right now, like
and
2024 or
exactly.
23 is the right year for
24.
them. Okay.
And in many universities like Punjab Technical University has already approved in their academic council. So those who are in second year now,
Yeah.
they can also opt for this.
Okay, so like first and second year.
Second
From
year
second year
student.
onwards, you can start it.
Start
now.
it, yes.
Oh, that is great. No,
Yes,
we
yes.
missed it.
But all these courses are available
Online also, like
also, and you can
now.
go right now. also.
Okay, so if you have missed and you are already enrolled, so you can go right now and have the chance. So it can be possible through SWAYAM. Okay, so sir, you have also suggested a minor degree in UHV. So what is this about?
Minor degree in universal human values. So we have 7 courses which will be offered in every semester,
Okay.
and as elective courses, and students who are interested for that, if they do these courses, because all these courses are 3 credit courses,
Okay.
so they will earn credits
score
for their minor degree. So
Okay.
that's how it has been offered.
And so how can this degree help in fulfillment of objectives of NEP 2020?
NEP 2020, in their first line, they say that holistic development of students. So their physical needs,
Yeah.
as well as their conscious needs, their
Yeah.
higher needs,
Yeah.
they can be fulfilled if their understanding, feeling, thinking and doing
Yeah.
are aligned with each other.
Exactly.
And there are no contradictions.
Right.
So this is the meaning of holistic development of the student. Then in an equitable and just society, we have 4 factors: that every individual is resolved within themselves,
Right.
then every family is prosperous. every family can fulfill their physical needs with their own work. They are not dependent on others. And in the social level, there's no fear, there's fearlessness, there is a feeling of trust among themselves, because all those crime and war and conflicts are because of fear, because of that lack of trust. And at the level of nature, there's a coexistence with nature. So when all these four levels of living, they get aligned, then we get equitable and just society. It is not just giving same salary to everybody. It cannot be that. It is because of the understanding and then implementing it at different levels. And the third was promoting national development. So when I say that my nation is developed, that means my nation is in harmony. We don't have conflicts within our nation. And not only that, we are in harmony, but we are complementary to other nations. We are able to help them to be in harmony. That means we are a developed nation. So I think this kind of education, this kind of holistic education with universal human values at the base, and then further developing on it the practice and living on it, that will help in achieving the aspirations of.
So I guess the four important points are within yourself, then comes the family, then comes the social, and the last comes as with the nature, aesthetic one.
Exactly.
Right. So to what extent this idea is being appreciated by like academic institutions right now?
As I said that I started it in 2010, or I was remembering I took my first course at IIT Delhi in 1983 as pre-PhD course. It was Science and Humanism. Today when I see that we have 400 UHV volunteers who are ready to teach, those who are well trained, they are taking courses and workshops, they are conducting courses, and we have 40 plus universities where the academic councils have implemented. So it's more than my expectations. The speed with which it is catching up, it is more than my expectations, because it is there in already there in the hearts. Now they have come up with a system where we can implement it.
So like we have a budding like youth is there over here, right? So if you are telling that 400 volunteers are already there on this platform and everyone, so do we need a degree like the professionals who are going to teach? So are they taught in some other manner, or what is the criteria?
It's not degree. The criteria is we are conducting 8-day full-time residential workshops, offline workshops we used to conduct for teacher preparation, training programs. But because of COVID, when offline were not, so we started with the idea of online FDP, faculty development programs. So they became very popular during those 2 years, and we could expose 50,000 teachers through online courses, and out of which we the 400 are ready to, all of them are teaching physics, chemistry, engineering, and they're already teaching. So that way we are teaching them, and those who are interested, they can go to AICTE website and they will find all the details of these workshops. They can do it online and offline also.
So you can teach and you can learn this program also, and you can inculcate good qualities inside.
Exactly. It will be helpful within for your own life.
For your own life. Yeah, must is that the thoughts we have, we are exchanging. So they are actually helpful. Like I am even impressed like the kind of thoughts you are providing me. So that is great. Okay. So why do you think graduates will feel motivated to pursue this minor degree, who largely are driven by the high salaries and latest work profiles offered to them by the industries, which eventually depend upon the industrial skills they acquire, and then the human value education?
With my experience of placement officer at Guru Nanak Dev University, and after that this UHV work, we started a MTech program and PG diploma program in Universal Human Values in Punjab Technical University.
Okay, PTU, yeah.
The first batch which came out of it, all the 14 students were well placed. Well placed doesn't mean that everyone got campus placements or company jobs, but they could start their own initiatives also.
Right.
They got a kind of confidence. So it will, the higher salaries are there ensured, but more than that, इंस्टेड ऑफ बिकमिंग, मैं पंजाबी में कहता हूँ कि नौकर बनने की बजाय मालिक बनने की स्थिति में, तो जो मालिक बनने वाला कॉन्फिडेंस है वो UHV and then UHV based skills, world class skills, that will make much better and much strong graduates. I'm sure that it will not only match with their earlier aspirations or the superficial aspirations.
It's very like skills के पीछे भागो, पैसा अपने आप भागेगा आपके पीछे, like
बिल्कुल ठीक है, सही चीज के पीछे भागो तो बाकी सब चीजें पीछे भागेंगी.
Okay, great. So, sir, are you optimistic about the steps being taken for human values in education? Or do you want to give any other message for policymakers or educators, like any comment you want to make on this?
I'm really very optimistic and very happy that it is being taken up by the policymakers
Right.
and the heads of the institutions very positively,
Right.
because it is providing a solution to the problems which they were already feeling about it.
Right.
And I'm really very happy that the way they are opting for these courses, we will find results within next 10
Couple
to
of years,
15 years, when these graduates will come up in the society and they will behave and the next generation will come up. So it will be really very helpful for us.
I must appreciate, Rajneesh, you're doing a great cause, like you're going for the future and the benefits you're making. So any special message you want to give to our viewers? Because I would thank him to come on this platform. He's doing a tremendous and a workable job, like the way the youth is getting inspired from this. And this is a lovely message, going to be a lovely message for all the audience and all the viewers. So anything you want to say now?
Thank you, Shubhya. My only message to your viewers is try to look for yourself, try to explore within yourself, try to see, are you looking forward to some solutions in your life, in your family? If yes, then I'll request you to just try to explore it on AICTE website. The next upcoming schedule of faculty development programs, you are all welcome to register for that. I'll request Shubhya to put my mobile number and email ID on the website. You can contact me for these faculty development programs, and I'm sure that together we can work for the better future of our society, our own happiness and happiness in our families. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So before I end up, I want to say and end on a very beautiful message which I even learned. It was like, first work within yourself, then work with the problems within your family, then work with the nature, and the last is, sir?
To try to learn, actually understand the existential reality and the faculty.
And the social concept, right? So every four things, if you have covered these four things, you are getting working, or you can say the beneficial message for yourself for the future. So thanks a lot, and keep watching and keep connecting with YourPedia.